Hey everybody, welcome back to Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. We're starting up right where we left off and going to our next main quest, which we will start right up here meeting this ship.
So Thatcher's been topped. Fuck's sake.
He was outnumbered. I couldn't reach him.
Devil damn the man he was faced, but his heart was divided.
It's hard to let go of the life you know best.
My own idiot father liked to brag about how he meant to purchase a ship of his own. I'll get a privateering contract, Charlie. Your old dad'll be a captain. Drowned in a whiskey bottle before he ever left shore. Right, Kenway. Been musing on this plan of yours. This observatory you're always going on about. How do we know it exists?
We find a slave ship called the Princess. Aboard should be a man called Roberts. He can lead us to it.
All them slavers work for the Royal African Company. Find one of their ships and start asking some questions.
What's our course, Captain?
We're looking for slave ships. Any that work for the Royal African Company.
You don't mean to traffic human cargo now, do you?
No, Jesus, Addy. You know me better than that. We're only after information. We're looking to find where the Princess docks in her spare time.
The Princess. A slave ship.
Right. Blackbeard told me there's a good chance we'd find the Sage aboard her.
I suppose we shouldn't let the information that Blackbeard gave us go to waste. It was, after all, the last thing that he gave us.
Hostile warship closing!
Captain, Vane's just sunk a merchant schooner.
Damn! Can't that animal stay the course we agreed to?
Oh, we're trying to get through this with not being noticed. Vane.
Not far now, Captain. Wreck survivor here, sir.
I was trying to get a peek at Vane's figurehead there. It's a little messy, but you can kind of see it. I have a feeling that it's going to attack Vane here. Now it's going to attack it before it noticed me, but I didn't want to have to do that, because I guess it was unavoidable. Alright, let's take this ship. Let's take this prize, rather. Alright. Here comes. Let me take that guy. Alright, here we are, back on course. Alright, the Calypso's far enough away that we don't have to worry about it. What do we have here? The Royal African Pearl.
Don't sink that slaver ship, can we? She's spooked, Captain! The slaver ship is running! Damn fool! I'll get us all close. Coming together! Ready to fire, sir!
Ah, Vane's pushing us. He's always getting in the way, doing things we don't want him to.
Loose main sails! Damn that Captain Vane! He's unloading everything he has!
You think so careful. Get closer.
I don't really trust Vane to stick to any of the plans that we have. Or, I don't know, in the end, you know, be fair about the bargains we make or anything. I don't know why we're trusting him right now, but I guess he's the last. Well, besides Kid, I guess, but I don't think that Kid is gonna do anything. Or Mary, rather.
Fire! Enemy's firing! Vane's dead in the water!
I'm taking this close.
Stay aboard, boys! Fast as you are! All clear! Pull away! Chase those bastards down. I'll murder the men who spoke my ship.
Keep calm, Vane. Remember what we're after.
If we time it right. We're ready, sir!
Alright. You know what's coming next. Let's take these guys down.
Refit all tops! Don't lie about! Get to your seats and hold! Bring them in for a steely kiss!
We're going over. Find the captain.
Come on, Leroy says. Scurvy maggot brain.
Guns and steel aren't louder than sticks and spittle.
I'm more than enough of all that.
Just find the captain.
Did you see the flag change? I saw it change. I like how every ship that I take has the skull flag in the background.
This captain claims the princess sails out of Kingston every few months.
All right. We'll set a course.
You made ash of my sails and rigging, jackanapes. You owe me a share.
Damn it, Vane!
Oh, Charles, what a surly devil you are.
Don't fuck with me, Jack.
Oh, but it's my mandate to fuck with you, Charles. Lads! See, the boys and I had a bit of counsel while you were wasting time with this lot. And, well, they figured I'd be a fitter captain than you reckless dogs.
I'll cut you another cut, traitor!
Ooh. This one I figure I might sell for a tenner down in Kingston, but with you two grog blossoms, I can't take any chances.
You regret this day, Rackum.
I regret most of them already. Tie them up! Cast them off.
I'll gut you, Jack Rackum! I'll open you up, I'll tear out your organs, and string a bloody loop with them!
Stop your goddamn howling, Vane! There's no bloody use!
Well, well, the fearsome Edward Kenway speaks, eh? Pray tell us, Captain, how to quit this predicament. And tell us what genius you have for sailing a boat with no sails and no rudder. Shut your gob!
I figured that they'd take the ship. But I guess they've got the princess. So they left us on the Jackdaw. Well, what the heck? And Rackum, of all people? You guys decided Rackum should be your captain? I don't think so.
Keep still now. I'll take these oysters you've ordered.
You mad sap. This island's crawling with food if only you'd care to look for it.
I am looking, Louts. Found some just here. Don't come following now. Do you hear me? Don't come looking for me.
Wretched fool.
Mr. Vane's gone mad with island fever. Where are we? Ah, yes, of course, the island I couldn't explore before. It looks like there was stuff on both kind of sides of the island, here on the bottom and on the top. I think we have a treasure map that's for this island. Let's check it out. Not this one. This one here, I think. And we've got, okay, the ship out there, the big rock, and then that one. There's the ship. Okay, there's the one that has the top on it, and then the other rock must be somewhere else. So this one here on the left, we just saw that one, and I don't know where that other big rock is. I would assume it's over here, but that must be it in the trees. So you'd think that the treasure would be around here someplace. Perhaps up a little farther, kind of closer to the rope? I looked for a while and it didn't pop up. It didn't say dig that I noticed. So I ended up collecting some of the stuff on the beach, and we find ourselves a message in a bottle. Probably one of the last ones. This one is number 2, early opinions of my condition. From birth I was known to my parents and neighbors as a boy of strange habits and impulses. My eyes, being of unequal color and dimension, always invited odd comment and query, being so easy to discern. But my behavior was also noticeable, queer. I was given to gesticulations of a mysterious sort, signs and symbols that appeared to my parents to portend a meaning they could not decipher. It was also said that I never did cry or protest. Strange for a babe, but likely a comfort to my dear mother. I gained the gift of speech in my 12th month, my first words being my love and beloved. My parents seized upon this as a good sign of robust intelligence, but could not have been much pleased with what such words implied, and right they were to be anxious, for at such a time that I should have called these kind shepherds mother and father. By the age of 2 years, I had already taken to refer to them Elizabeth and Thomas, a queer sort of quirk for an infant. It needn't be said, but this was my impulse, and until I passed through adolescence was a practice I stuck to. Yeah, that's something, I guess. A little weird, but whatever. Alright, we missed a bunch of stuff here, so let's find out who we got. Edward Thatch. We read this. It must be updated or something. I like the way they did it in 3, when if they updated something, it would have an asterisk by it. They should do the same for this. And then put new or updated or something, because this is annoying trying to search through and not remember what you read. You just read the whole thing all over again? I don't know. Okay, I think I found the updated part. As Thatch's reputation as a worthy and fearsome seaman grew, so did his ideas about piracy. At some point in the latter half of 1717, having grown a long and frightful beard, he took to calling himself Blackbeard and worked at every turn to bolster his legend as the most feared pirate in the West Indies. Thatch reveled in the power of a good legend, and worked hard to cultivate his, frequently sticking lit, slow matches in his hat to raise a frightening cloud, or challenging his crews to endure long stretches below deck, as burning sulfur clouded the hold. After helping Hornigold take command of a number of vessels, Edward Thatch finally acquired a ship of his own in September of 1717, a vessel called the Adventure. Captained by the most unlikely pirate of them all, one Stede Bonnet. For 2 months, Thatch captained the Adventure, with Stede content to tag along as a passenger. But in November, Thatch's fortunes improved further when he captured a massive French slave ship called La Concorde, renaming her Queen Anne's Revenge in honor of his former steward, Queen. Edward Blackbeard Thatch was now one of the most feared and deadly pirates in the West Indies. For the next year, he terrorized the West Indies and environs. Before sailing north to the British colonies in North America, here he frightened the inhabitants of an entire city when he blockaded the port of Charleston, South Carolina, in an attempt to acquire medicine for his ailing crew. But shortly after his audacious gambit, Blackbeard decided he'd had enough of the pirate life. He was nearing 40 and, despite his ferocious reputation, had lost his love for the pirate's game. In the early summer of 1718, he half-heartedly accepted a pardon from his friend Charles Eden, governor of North Carolina. But by late August of that same year, he had fallen back into his old habits, restricting his activities to the southern coast of the North American British colonies. Unbeknownst to him, the governor of Virginia, Alexander Spotswood, was keenly aware of his continued piracies and was busy organizing a party to extirpate his nest of vipers. In November of 1718, Spotswood offered money to Lieutenant Maynard to see the job done, taking command of a few fast ships well suited to the shallow inlets where Blackbeard was known to hide. Maynard set off in search of his prize. He learned from passing ships that Blackbeard was likely anchored in the inland side of Akratcoke Island, an ideal haunt for a pirate. As dusk fell on November 21st, Maynard and his crew spotted Blackbeard's ragtag group, but decided to hold off their attack until the tide rose in the early hours of the following day. Maynard's crew slipped into the bay and approached Blackbeard's ship. They were greeted by a sudden volley of pistol shots and cannon fire. This caused Maynard to retreat, giving Blackbeard and his crew time to slip through the shallow waters and attempt an escape. Next up here, we've got John Cockram, born 1689, died 1719, a close friend and confidant of Benjamin Hornigold. Little else is known about John. Our records indicate that he was a pirate for a few years prior to 1718, before he surrendered to the king's emissaries. It's likely he fell into pirate hunting after that, as most reformed ruffians were wont to do. Okay. I thought this was Burgess. No? Is this the Irish one? I'm bad with accents, ML. I thought it was Guildenstern or Rosenkrantz, or no, the first one. Signed DM. Josiah Burgess, born 1689, died 1721. A close friend and confidant of Benjamin Hornigold. Little else is known about Josiah. Our records indicate that he was a pirate for a few years prior to 1718, but he surrendered to the king's emissaries. It's likely he fell into pirate hunting. Yeah, okay, so it's the exact same thing as the other guy, as John up there. Alright, so this guy is such a minor character, we might as well use him as we see fit. If he dies earlier or later, fine by me. You might even give him a crazy secret or a strange tattoo just to add a little mystery. Maybe he inked an entire treasure map on his back, ML. I'll move his death date, but I'm not putting a treasure map tattoo on him. Come on, DM. Right after Josiah, we've got Peter Chamberlain, born 1660s and died 1719. Commodore Peter Chamberlain sailed into the history books on the coattails of Woodes Rogers, privateer, captain, and governor of the Bahamas. Though charged with the task of helping Rogers carry out his reforms and issuing King George's pardon, Chamberlain had an irrational and burning hatred for his civilian commander and flouted Rogers' orders as often as possible. Guff and humorless, Peter Chamberlain was nevertheless respected by his men as a man of fortitude and cunning, and his willful defiance of civil authority only bolstered his reputation among the ranks, the rank and file. Let's get rid of this man early. Our cast is getting too large. Oliver Gagne. What? Why would our cast be getting too large? Charles Vane. We read about Charles Vane. Got all these guys. I think that's it. Alright, so ships. There it is, the Queen Anne's Revenge. Yeah. Oh, we got another one. Oh, the Ranger, yep. Alright, locations. Let's see what we got here. Rainforests. Jungles. Okay, rainforests in the West Indies and throughout the tropics are filled with lush foliage and wildlife, dark, dank, and teeming with life. They provide ample stealth opportunities and innumerable ways to die. Notable examples, Principe and one other one that I did not read. North Carolina. Present-day North and South Carolina were originally a single English colony, province of Carolina. They split apart in 1729. The province's sparsely settled seacoast was often pillaged by pirates, including Edward Blackbeard Thatch, Calico Jack Rackum, Charles Vane, and William Kidd. Poor Carolinas. Alright, let's continue on here. I suppose the first thing we can do is get a good look at the island. See what we're dealing with here. After that, we can finally find our treasure right between these two trees. It's not really where the map said it was, but we finally got to it. So let's see what we get for our troubles. Ah, it's a plan. Let's see, come on. What do we get? Did it... what? Did you just skip telling me? What the heck was that all about? It just skipped telling me what the plan was. I'll tell you what, let's go and kill a red howler monkey to ease our pains. Alright, anyways, we're going to find Vane. I suppose.
Come, let us drink it while we have breath. For there's no drinking after he that will his health deny. Down among the dead men, down among the dead men, down, 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 down. Down among the dead men, let him lie. Go dance with the fishermen and their dories, Kenway! This island's mine! Come at me, and I'll cap you, bastard! It was your bloody imagination that landed us here, Kenway! I'll be damned if I let that mind make one more decision for me!
Will you not talk to me, Vane? Are you fixed on this madness?
Madness? Nothing mad about a man fighting to survive, is there?
I mean you no harm, you corker. Now let's work this out like gentlemen.
Oh, God! I've got a bleeding headache on account of your jabbering! Now stay back and let me live in peace!
I would if you stop filching the food I gather and the water I find.
I'll stop nothing till you paid me back in blood. You was the reason we were out looking for slavers, and you was the reason Jack Rackum took my crew.
I just noticed it now, but they let us keep our assassin blades for some reason. Going to that island. Also, you can keep these here. I guess Vane's got a gun, so maybe they left him something that they chose. Anyways, here's another Mayan key that we can find. Little Mayan keystone.
And one more stone.
Yep. And after getting that one more stone, I think we only have a couple left. Well, we can continue our search for Vane by going to the viewpoint nearby. It seems that's where our marker will lead us. I finally made it to the Howler Monkey. Unfortunately, I couldn't actually find the little guy. Or big guy. Or, sorry, I did find him. We couldn't kill him, because all I have is these blades. Not until I get to Vane. Maybe I can take his gun. He did say he'd cap us, so I'm assuming that he's got one. So I'm assuming that when they maroon you, they allow you to keep an item. Because it's the pirate code or some such.
I said not to follow!
Jesus, you've lost your head, man!
It's a fair exchange for finding these flintlocks and grenados.
Listen, Vane. We can hunt with those guns.
And I mean to!
How many rounds you got, dude? And he's got grenades. He said he found them. That's a good throw. Oh, why did I do that? Okay. He's throwing. Alright. Alright.
Blow off some limbs! No escaping me!
I don't actually know. Oh, okay, he's gone already. It looks like he's... Oh, that's gonna... Yeah. That's okay, we still have a way up. Let's chase him down. I mean, he told us before that he had a gun. I guess I didn't know. But why do we have our blades then if he found those? They let us keep...
Bloody fairy stories got into this mess, Kenway. And I'll be damned if I let you drag me into another.
You keep this up, and I'll have to kill you, Vane!
Bloody try, by all means.
Gotcha, kitty. Yeah, anyways, why did they let me keep my blades, but Vane didn't get to keep anything at all? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Did they just... those are part of his arms, you can't take them off. Oof. See if we can get this guy. We're gonna get that skin. Come here, dude. Come here. Why can we not kill him? Anyways, we're gonna get this treasure map right here.
Good day's hunting.
Yeah, it is. Okay. We'll find that eventually. After a little bit, we run into Vane again.
It's either you or me who's leaving this island alive, Welcher. Because I'm not going to sail again in a world cursed by your ugly boat.
Vane found the mother lode. I'd set one of them cannons up and just start launching. That would have smashed me in the face. That's some loud water. Ow, he took all my health away. We gotta make sure that he's not gonna kill us here. We gotta be careful.
No escaping me!
Uh-oh. Perfect. Can he even shoot us? I think he's behind that building. I mean, he definitely can't shoot us now, right?
Not dead yet! Here!
You're gonna blow yourself up? Maybe he's just shooting that direction, thinking that we're over there still.
Blow off some limbs!
Okay, perfect. Get the jump on him. Or the drop on him, I guess. Can we synchronize with this first while he's down there? We can. I wonder if he knows we're up here. He seems to be turned in that direction.
I'll flush you out! I'll blow you to hell!
Die, Vane.
You goddamn fucking knave, Vane! Nancy boy, you only done half a fucking job.
Fucking hell. Is this my reward for believing the best about men? For thinking that a bilge rat like you could muster up some fucking sense once in a while? Maybe Horner Gold was right. Maybe the world does need men of ambition to stop the likes of you from mucking it all up.
Or maybe you just don't have the stones to live with no regrets.
Don't save me a spot in hell, Shanker. I ain't coming soon.
Well, it looks like we are rescued shortly after Vane has died. We completed that one 100%. That's cool. Let's see what's where we move to next.
Stealing a fishing schooner single-handed. Damn canny, Captain.
As is taking back my brig from this pillock. Once again, I thank you both.
This Billy Huff didn't last 2 months with your ship before he came limping back to Nassau. Took the pardon straight away.
I had to, lads. That Rogers was onto me from the first.
Hold your tongue, Rackum.
So what now? Still chasing your elusive fortune?
Aye, and I'm close. I've heard the Sage is sailing out of Kingston on a ship called the Princess.
Put your ambition to better use, Kenway. Find the Sage with us.
I've no stomach for you and your mystics, Mary. I want a taste of the good life. An easy life.
No one honest has an easy life, Edward. And it's aching for one that causes the most pain. All right, Rackham. Back to retirement.
Before anything else, we can upgrade the Jackdaw. She's almost fully upgraded to the max that we can do it, except for our swivel gun strength. Other than that, everything is maxed out. Now, if we decide that we've had enough of our little home here, we can hop aboard our ship and proceed on to our next mission if we so choose. I decided to make a quick stop. There you are. I can't get a good shot on him. Ah, gotcha, sucker. The red howler monkey. I told you we'd get him. While we're here, I figured we'd get everything else that we missed. And this obviously is another Mayan keystone. If I can get the right spot It's like it's there, but it's not gonna give it to me. Come on. I mean, that's... how close you gotta be. Alright, let's get this thing. And that outfit, that's why we needed the red howler monkey.
Stone.
What comes next brings us to Kingston. Wandering town a bit, we can find Adewale chatting with this fine gentleman.
What news, Ade?
This Barjon works for the Royal African Company. Tell him what you told me.
I haven't seen the princess for 8 weeks or more, meaning she may soon be back.
What else?
I thought this buck belonged to the other men who was asking about the princess this morning. So I told him that
What other men?
haughty sailor in plain rags, and a gent with a scar just here.
Where have they got to?
Staying just round the corner, they said.
I grow tired of chasing these fantasies of yours, Edward. As does the crew.
Hang in there, man. We're getting close.
Sounds like us getting marooned isn't the only time we're gonna have it happen if Edward keeps this up. Back onto a plantation, it seems. Let's find our target. It seems that our target, or targets rather, as the man described, are Hornigold and Rogers. We always kind of knew that Hornigold was a British sympathizer. Not really sympathizer, he was always loyal to the crown. But, yeah, I mean, either way, let's go and find him. After a while of wandering about, we use eagle vision and we can finally spot our targets. As you can see, we've put a whole regiment of troops to sleep. Oh, time to hide. But now that we've found our targets, we can start following them around.
Have you alerted the men? We're short on time.
Aye. There'll be 2 soldiers waiting for us at the crossroads.
Very good.
If you don't mind me asking, sir, what's the meaning behind the blood samples you're taking?
Torres tells me that blood is required.
Get out of the truck! How do you mean, sir?
If one wishes to use the observatory to, say, spy on King George, then one would require a drop of the king's blood to do so. In other words, the small sample of blood gives us access to a man's everyday life.
Does Torres mean to spy on me, then? For I've just given him a sample of my blood.
As have I, Captain Hornigold, as will all Templars. It is a measure of insurance.
And trust, I reckon.
Yes, but fear not. Torres has shipped our samples to a Templar safe house in Rio de Janeiro. We will not be the observatory's first subjects, I assure you.
Aye, sir. I suppose it's a small price to pay for what the Templars have given me in return.
Precisely.
Governor, when you hunted pirates in Madagascar, what methods worked best?
I believe it was my charisma that persuaded them. Violence and threats should always be a last resort. In Madagascar, I offered those pirates a choice. Take a pardon and return to England penniless but free men, or be hanged by the neck until dead.
Just as you did in Nassau.
Precisely. A pity Commodore Chamberlain did not live to see my thorough success.
It's not like you to gloat, Rogers.
We all deserve a moment, don't we?
From here, they walk across town like normal people, not conversating whatsoever, in dead silence, all the way to their next destination, where we'll clip to next.
You!
Oh, me? Nothing.
Grand Master, welcome. Buenas noches. What have you done? The princess was taken by pirates 6 weeks ago, and so far as we know, the Sage Roberts was still aboard.
Very good. It is something.
What measures are we taking to recover the princess from these pirates?
Captain Hornigold has dispatched some of his best men to ensure the sage's capture.
What of the sage's present location? Do we know?
Africa, Your Excellency.
Africa? By God. The winds do not favor.
I concur, Grandmaster. I should have sailed there myself. One of my slave galleys would be more than capable of making a swift journey.
Slave galley? Captain, I asked you to divest yourself of that sick institution.
I failed to see the difference between enslaving some men and all men. Our aim is to steer the entire course of civilization, is it not?
A body enslaved inspires the mind to revolt. But enslave a man's mind, and his body will follow naturally, efficiently.
A fair point, Grandmaster.
So Rogers is just about slavery, but he doesn't realize that the Grand Master, his views are to take over the world and control it.
Remind me, where in Africa are we looking?
Principe, sir. A small island.
We've sent 2 of our best men, Burgess and Cochrane. Privateers with fast ships and firm hearts.
Edward Kenway! Imagine my surprise at seeing your jackdaw anchored there. Have you heard all you came to hear? Will you now rescue the sage from our clutching hands?
A pox on you, traitor! You sold us downriver.
Because I found a better path. The Templars know order, discipline, structure. But you never could fathom these subtleties. Goodbye, old friend. You were a soldier once, when you fought for something real. Something beyond yourself.
I suppose it is my fault for, you know, sitting there and... Oh my gosh, there's so many. Time to go. Also, I thought it was kind of weird that that guy fell from the sky on the dock there. Alright, anyways, well, we know what we need to know, and now we're all set up. We just gotta escape and get to our next destination. After escaping, we can look at our map and see that our objective is actually right outside of Kingston down here. So we'll fast travel out and proceed to that.
What's our course, Captain?
Principe, Quartermaster. We're sailing for the coast of Africa.
Going to where we're going probably took about a month and some change. If the winds are in our favor, I'm sure. And then pending storms and stuff, I don't know how long exactly, but here we are. The coast of Africa. I bet it's hot as heck. And we've made it. This Principe is actually just a small island, a little bit off the coast of Africa on the west side, underneath that kind of part that juts out over the top, the north part. So already in combat with slaver ships.
Ready to fire, sir! Fire! Pull them in with a will!
And with the entrance of the island secure, we can go on land.
Loose all! Party like! Surely we are nearing our goal.
I'm off to find Roberts.
Don't stay long. Crew's getting restless out here.
First, we can take in the lay of the land and get a good look at our ship from this first viewpoint before heading inland. Next, we find ourselves at a gate, closed and locked up tight. We can't break through, so we need to go either around or over. It looks like it's between two cliff sides, so our choice is clear. We need to go over, which incidentally helps us out. We get a little fragment there before jumping over. We find dead bodies around a campfire. We haven't done this. What's going on here? The campfire is still lit. This might have happened recently.
Captain Kenway.
Yet another dire situation, Roberts. We really must stop meeting like this.
Stop tailing me and your wish had come true.
There's no need for this. You know I'm as good as my word.
Our Captain Howell was killed today in a Portuguese ambush. Headstrong fool. I warned him not to go ashore.
It was orchestrated by the Templars Burgess and Cockram. The same sort that took you to Havana.
Ah, I see now there is no escaping the Templars' attention, is there? I suppose it is time to fight back.
I do like the sound of that.
And I know just how I'll do it. But these men, Burgess and Cockram, they cannot be allowed to leave with word of my escape.
They won't. Count on it.
If you spot any men from my crew, do them some kindness and send them here.
I'll do all I can.
Alright, finally got to Roberts, and he's listened to reason. So let's go and free some of his men. Take that chicken for a pet. The Portuguese apparently has killed his captain. Either way, we're gonna save his people and hopefully get what we want out of this deal. After getting deeper into enemy territory, we can climb on top of what looks like a watchtower to take in our surroundings. We must be very close by one of our targets. Lucky for us, nobody has yet sounded the alarm. I've been trying to collect everything that I can just in case we can't come back to the island. I'm sure that we can, but just in case. Our next fragment will lead us right into the green circle. Don't you dare touch that alarm. Oh, here comes our targets. Because of the bell guy, they must have noticed us. I guess it's time to take them both out. I was hoping to do it more assassin-y like. before we kill him and potentially leave the island forever, I want to get to this last fragment. There we have it. Alright. Burgess. See him jump back on the ledge. He's tough. Uh-oh. Come on. How come you didn't get hit? You're immune to grenades? See if he comes back down. We can kill him in the bush. There we go.
You done us good, Kenway. Proved yourself a true bravo. And for what? His own bloody pride.
You stepped in the path of my prize. Not a thing a man should do.
A cocksure, Cully. Just like Hornigold said.
That Templar scab means nothing to me. None of you do.
And you're worse for it, Kenway. It were the Templars who took us in when all else went to shit. Not our king. Not our country. The Templars. The Templars is our family. Where's yours?
In honest service, there are thin commons, no wages and hard labor. Yet, as gentlemen of fortune, we enjoy plenty and satisfaction, pleasure and ease, liberty and power. So what man with a sensible mind would choose the former life, when the only hazard we pirates run is a sour look from those without strength or splendor? Ha! Now, I have been among you 6 weeks. And in that time, I have adopted your outlook as my own, and with so fierce a conviction that it may frighten you to see your passions reflected from me in so stark a light. But if it's a captain you see in me now, why then, I'll be a bloody captain. Yeah! For I have dipped my hands in muddied waters, and, withdrawing them, find 'tis better to be a commander than a common man! Oh. You flatter me with your persistence.
I'm looking for the observatory. Folks say you're the only man that can find it.
Folks are correct. Despite my distaste for your eagerness, I see in you a touch of untested genius. I'm Bartholomew Roberts.
Edward.
I've no secrets to share with you now. But if you'll lend me your aid, in 2 months' time west of the Leeward Islands, well, it's there you'll get some answers, I promise you.
And with that, we complete our quest. Helping out Roberts here. And in 2 months' time, we'll meet up with him again. But we've gone on long enough, and it's time to end the episode. I'd like to thank everyone so much for watching. Please do comment, like, subscribe, dislike, all the YouTube things that YouTube wants you to do. And we'll see you on the next episode. Take care, and bye for now.